Hey everybody, it's Seriously Sydney here, and today we are working on this painting. I'm doing a gouache painting of Nicque Marina, a TikTok creator who does some very funny videos that I enjoy. So, start off, I'm using the Canson XL watercolor paper, some masking tape, and in the beginning, I use mostly these Fabart interchangeable brushes, and for paint, I'm using the HiMi or HiMi wash, and the colors, I'm going to give like general color names that you'd be able to find in other brands. So, be like I'm using starting from the top. It's mixing white. Then you have ultramarine blue, burnt umber, Prussian blue. Then that reddish color is like a burnt sienna. Then some more mixing white, some cad yellow, lemon yellow, and two different spots have yellow ochre on them. So there's the one to the left has yellow ochre and a little bit of vermilion, and the one to the right to the bottom of the middle section is just plain yellow ochre. Then I have some like, it's not cad red, it's more of a alizarin crimson and a pink color for the reds. And so what did I do? I started off by just kind of putting out some base colors and shades. And I adjusted the camera right there, so that's what the little bright flash was. Okay, so what I'm doing is, laying down the base colors and trying to get the tones to match. I was working off of a picture of her so I could get her skin color somewhat accurate. And she had a lot of warm yellow undertones to her skin, like a goldeny kind of undertone, so I tried to recreate that. And then for the hair, she's very curly hair, so I'm trying to work with that, or work that in so that the curls show, because sometimes when you're painting curly hair, if you don't paint the individual curls, it can turn out very flat, and I didn't want it flat. I wanted it to have some volume to it. So yep, I'm working in some shadows so I can kind of get a feel for where the lighting is going to be. And I did struggle a little bit because there's shadow from the glasses. However, when I was doing this layer, I probably shouldn't have tried to build the shadow from the glasses in, but I ended up trying to. So I think I probably should have saved that for later. Right here I am going in and painting her glasses. She's wearing some black glasses, however, the different angles due to the lighting are slightly different tones or shades of black, so I had to slightly mix each individual shade for each part of the glasses so that they looked three-dimensional. And they looked like they were like sitting on her face, not floating, if that makes sense. I found painting the glasses helped to give the face a little bit of shape. However, I'm not sure if that detail should have been saved for later, because as I continued to paint, I had to like paint around it, and I think it might have been better to save that detail for later. But I didn't, so from here I kind of put another layer of color to help bring the skin tones together. So I had so many different shades and undertones, I wanted them to all kind of blend and mesh out, if that makes sense. And I'm not sure if I had mentioned this earlier, but this is part 1 of painting the user Nicque Marina, and there will be a part 2 next week, so stay tuned for that. This is just part 1, so you will, when it ends, it will be in the like halfway, I call it the scary stage, because when you look at it, you kind of get concerned as to whether or not it's going to turn out well, but it does turn out well. You kind of saw the thumbnail. It turns out nicely. But it ends at what I consider the scary stage. I did decide to give her eyes at this point, though. If you've ever done a painting and you don't give it eyes to like the last little bit, and then you like take a picture of it, that's really scary looking. So I decided I should give her eyes to help her not look scary. Right, so I'm going in and painting the shadows. Something I didn't realize until much later is that I had actually painted the shirt a little bit to the right of where it should be. So even in the finished piece, it makes sense. You kind of get the angles and all, but it's a little bit off. So that's something to keep in mind when doing like a future painting, is I need to double check where everything's located in proportions. But right here, it actually looks pretty cool. It looks like a stylized painting, like a super stylized with the, you know, the way they do those acrylic paintings with those, I think, Posco markers, and how they have the shading, kind of like block shading. That's what it looks like to me right now. That was a pretty cool effect I was able to get. I have never actually done the shading quite like that before, but it was pretty cool. Right here I'm trying to blend it all in. And I don't remember, do I add her eyebrows in this one or in the next? We'll have to see. I just figured out, I know what the special word for this video is going to be. It's going to be eyebrows, because I thought that was pretty funny. So if you guys watched till this point, comment eyebrows down in the comment section below to let me know. Another thing that this is first for me is I have never actually done a full painting, a finished painting of someone wearing glasses, which is I find it kind of funny. So I've always just done the drawing or sketch and decided it didn't look right, so I would do it without the glasses. But I'm very proud of the way this came out for being a painting. My first painting of someone who is wearing glasses. I'm pretty happy with it. So something cool with gouache is because each layer like reactivates as you paint over it, it allows for blending really easily. However, you gotta be careful, because if you put a thinner layer of paint on top of a thicker layer of paint, it kind of lifts it. So you'll see in a minute the forehead looks kind of like the paint was lifted off of it because I put too thin of a layer on it after putting a thicker layer. So for those who are planning on doing gouache paintings, beware of that. And since we're nearly to the end, thank you guys for watching. And if you guys end up doing a painting like this, or you guys want to see if you can get this creator to see this painting, I'm Sydtheillustrator. You can find me at Sydtheillustrator, and if you guys do a painting based on this or reminiscent of this, I'd love to see it, and you can tag me at Sydtheillustrator on Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, and DeviantArt. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys want to see more paintings like this, or if you guys have any suggestions, don't forget to comment down below. Hit the subscribe button, like, and don't forget to turn on notifications. And I will see you guys next week. Till then, have a wonderful day.